When setting up your Amazon FBA business, you have three options. The first option is to sell as an individual seller. The second is to set up a US business such as an LLC. And the third is for those of you who don't live in the United States, you can also set up a business in your home country. In this video, I'll explain what these three options mean, which one you should choose, and how to get them. Later in this video, I'll also explain when to set up your business so that you don't waste any money or effort. Option 1 is individual seller. And I'm here to debunk a huge myth. You don't need an LLC to start selling on Amazon. You can register as an individual seller and start selling right away. But many people choose to set up an LLC for the following reasons. LLC stands for Limited Liability Company, and that's exactly what it does. It limits your liability and protects your personal belongings. So if you ever get sued, go bankrupt, only your business assets can be taken away from you. Your personal things like your home and your car are safe. With an LLC, you can apply for business credit cards with better cashbacks or better perks, and even qualify for business loans that have lower interest. Plus, you can write off business expenses to lower the amount of taxes that you owe. Warning, most people hear these perks and they rush to create an LLC, but they don't know this one secret. I'll tell you later in this video, so stick around. There are also downsides to an LLC that you should know about. Number 1 is cost. Running an LLC comes with ongoing costs, such as bookkeeping and tax filing. And if you're not a US resident, dealing with cross-border taxes and international income can get super tricky, so you'll probably hire an accountant for help. Even for US residents, most people don't know how to file business taxes for Amazon and still end up using an accountant. The second downside is commitment. Once you set up an LLC, you can't just walk away with it. Even if your business doesn't work out or you change your mind halfway through, you still have to keep doing the bookkeeping, tax filing, and so much more. The only way out is to dissolve the LLC, and if you don't know the process, you'll probably hire another professional for help. For most non-US sellers, you also have the option to set up a business in your home country. Let's break down the differences. So there's cost, taxes, banking setup, and access to credit. With a US LLC, you will have higher upfront costs. LLC formation fees, ongoing state fees, and potentially accounting fees for those cross-border taxes. You'll have to file taxes in both the US and in your home country. You may need to visit America to set up a bank if you choose to use a traditional bank such as the Bank of America. Otherwise, you'll have to use virtual banks such as Payoneer or Wise. The good thing is Amazon will pay you directly in US dollars with no conversion fees. It's also easier to obtain US credit cards and loans with an LLC. With a home country business entity, for example, I live in Canada, the costs are going to be lower because you only have to file taxes in your home country. You can also set up a bank account locally without traveling. But Amazon will usually convert your pay from US dollars to your local currency if your account is not in US dollars. So I get paid in Canadian dollars and Amazon will charge 3 to 4% in conversion fees, which is not nice. And when it comes to credit cards, you'll have to rely on the local options that are available to you. For most sellers, starting with a home country business is the smarter move. Once your business grows and sales start picking up, you can always reconsider and set up a US LLC later down the line. With all that being said, it still depends on where you live and your country's policies, so take everything I say with a grain of salt. Here's the big secret. You can still write off business expenses that you paid for before setting up your LLC as long as you keep all your receipts. This means that you can start your business today, run it for 2 whole years, then set up your LLC and still be able to write off every business expense that you've made in the past 2 years so that you can lower the amount of taxes that you owe. Crazy, right? For this reason, I don't recommend that you set up an LLC before you start selling. First of all, it can be very overwhelming for new solo entrepreneurs to deal with all of this paperwork and accounting before you even start your business. But more importantly, it takes away your focus from running the actual business, which is selling on Amazon. I incorporated my business in 2021 and it was very overwhelming, and looking back at where I was in my selling journey, totally unnecessary. Another reason is, as a new seller, it's highly unlikely for you to actually get sued in your first year of selling for a product issue, unless you're selling in a high-risk niche such as the baby category, which I don't recommend. Here's a simple timeline to sum it up for you. Let's say today you go out there and you make your Seller Central account, you start looking for a product. In a couple of months, you place that inventory order. By month 4, it ships. By month 6, you're selling. Now, this is an ambitious timeline because delays can happen, so expect to take longer. If you also set up your LLC today, you'll have to handle bookkeeping, get a bank account, all these responsibilities that comes with an LLC, while at the same time try to find a profitable product, try to get shipping and list it on Amazon, and covering all of these expenses before you make a single sale. And that's why I recommend you to start your business today and go through all of these steps. And let's say by month 8 you're profitable, by month 10 you're consistently profiting. Then you set up an LLC, and using all the receipts and invoices that you've kept, you can still write off all your business expenses within the past year, or even if you want to go really, really slow, past 2 years. I hope this makes sense to you. If it doesn't make sense, please write down your question in the comments. Your action step for this video is not to set up a business, but to sign up for a new credit card. Use this card as much as possible for things like Amazon ads, software subscriptions, or even eating out. So your business expenses are separate from your personal. Now, it doesn't have to be a business credit card, but it will make your bookkeeping so much easier in the future for when you do set up the LLC or business in your own country. But remember, this is not legal or financial advice. Always check the tax requirements for the business that you're trying to set up in your state or your country. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video where I'll walk you through step by step how to set up your Seller Central account. See you there.